Black women want to die alone.
We don't have to depend on a man to get the things that we need or that we want.
Do not date a guy who has less than you. Less money, less ambition.
In the very beginning, he's going to be very nice, but I'm going to tell you what's brewing inside of him. That jealousy and that envy.
I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men. Black men. Black men.
The year is 2003, a year of many historical events. Most notably, Space Shuttle Columbia burst into flames while returning from a 16-day voyage. Cristiano Ronaldo makes his debut at Manchester United. And LeBron James gets drafted to the NBA in the first round pick to the Cleveland Cavaliers. But the one event that's most relevant to this video, one that would go on to change a black woman's life forever, occurred at the BET Awards. New York rapper 50 Cent won big that night. He ended up winning 2 awards, one for Best New Artist and one for Best Male Hip Hop Artist, beating out Eminem, Jay-Z, and Snoop Dogg.
I'm just happy to be present with all of these beautiful people in here.
But the highlight of that night is when 50 said this.
I want to thank Vivca Fox for wearing that dress too.
The two quickly became a couple that year, but their relationship was short-lived. Many media sources alluded to the fact that 50 Cent may have regretted the entire thing, but Vivca Fox maintains that 50 Cent was the love of her life.
The love that I had for him, and still to this day, will always, he was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservations.
And this brings me to my first point on why black women want to die alone. It's because they refuse to keep a man. Now, if you made it this far in this video, there are 2 important things I need you to understand about me. 1, I exercise my legal right to read. And 2, I make an honest effort to think for myself. Now, that's 2 things most people don't do, including women. So here's my point. Vivca Fox, just like most black women, believe the modern day dogma that it's a man's job to keep a woman, and this couldn't be further from the truth. That's because men tend to gain value on the sexual marketplace as they age, while women tend to lose value as they age. But for some reason, Vivca Fox thinks she could have any man she wants at age 60.
Let's talk about what else you're wanting. Are you dating?
Yeah.
Fair use.
How's it going?
I'm wanting to date.
Yeah.
It's limited resources out there, right?
Vivica, you know why it's limited, right? It's because you're older.
Yes. Because I'm not getting on an app.
Why? You're just not.
I'm old-fashioned.
But Vivica, you don't have the leverage to be old-fashioned.
I need to meet you and sparks happen and stuff like that, because I just believe people make up stories saying who and what they are.
Yeah, exactly.
And somehow Vivca Fox has become more picky at her old age, even though she's washed up, stubborn, and less physically desirable. This is in direct contrast to white women who realize they have become less desirable and practically invisible to men after the age 45. Anyway, Vivca Fox would have been much better off trying to keep 50 Cent 20 years ago instead of dating in her 60s, especially because 50 went on to have a baby with an IG model who's rumored to be a sex worker, and he even dated another IG model who's attractive to this day. To this day! If you're new here, I want you to take this time right now to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because I'm about to go in. Here is the second reason why black women want to die alone. And that is because black women are willing to sacrifice everything for their happiness. The year is 2011, and this year will go down as one of the most iconic years of my lifetime. A series of massive earthquakes struck Japan, the largest in their recorded history, causing landslides, floods, and collapsed buildings. Iconic visionary and Apple founder Steve Jobs dies at age 56. And the man behind the 9/11 attacks, Osama bin Laden, was successfully assassinated by American armed forces. Meanwhile, amongst all this chaos, a celebrity couple welcomes their first bundle of joy. Welcome Creed Taylor Hardict, the love child of actress Tia Mowry and Cory Hardict. The two met on the set of their film Hollywood Horror, And they dated for 6 years and they became engaged on Christmas Day in 2006. Then they married in California on April 20th, 2008. Then on January 11, 2011, People magazine announced that Mowry and Hardict were expecting their first child. Now, I done searched the internet long and wide to find out why this two presumably happy couple divorced, and I couldn't find much but this interview.
You're at an interesting stage or phase in your life, Tia, and you've spoken about this, so we're comfortable asking you about it. But you and your husband, like a lot of couples, decided that it was better to be lived, your life's better lived apart than together.
Yes.
How did you know that it was time?
That's a really good question.
To take that route.
She was so prepared for this. Like, she's about to say some bullshit, but we're going to listen to her, but she's about to say some bullshit.
I knew when I really started to focus on my happiness. I feel like women, we tend to focus on everybody.
What do you mean your happiness? See, a lot of women are willing to break up their family to be happy. So what do they say? A lot of men are willing to sacrifice their happiness for their family. A lot of women are willing to sacrifice their family for their happiness.
This is happiness, making sure that everybody else is okay, meaning our children.
And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. I don't understand why she think that's a bad thing. The truth is, some women would be happier in the streets than to be in a marriage that's peaceful and boring. And the sad part about this is that the world condemns men for sacrificing their family for their own selfish needs, but we reward women and encourage women to do that exact same thing. But because I'm a fair guy, I'm going to let Cory tell his side of the story and how he is feeling after this divorce.
You know, it's tough when it feels like you're going through something alone and no one understands and, you know, no one's there for you. And it's just like, you know, when you're a man, especially a black man, they're like, oh, he's tough, he's strong. But you know, it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night. You know, nobody see that. Yeah. Nobody see that. Yeah. You know, like, you know, you live 5 minutes away from your babies, you know what I'm saying? Because people who know Cory Hardict know that his kids and his family was everything to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm stronger than I thought I was. Yes. I'm really stronger. And that by the grace of God, it's like, I'm here and I'm still going.
Some other notable black men that went through what I like to call these women happiness first divorce include Will Smith and Tyrese. Now, I went through my own thing similar to this, but I wasn't divorced. I was in a relationship with a girl. And what happened with us was one day I came home and she moved all of her stuff out. We were living together for maybe 2 years or so. We were in college. We were college sweethearts. And we even graduated college together. And I remember a few days before she moved out, I seen like moving boxes inside our closet, and I'm like, what are these boxes are for, you know? Are you moving out? She's like, no, I'm just gonna help a friend. And my dumb ass was in denial so hard, I believed her. Anyway, long story short, I came home from work one day and all her shit was gone, okay? Needless to say now, though, even though that happened to me and I suffered horribly because of it, that was years ago when I was in college, I can tell you right now that exact same girl is a single mom. And she has begged me more than one time to get back together. And I said, nah. Now, the final chapter to this tale on why black women want to die alone is that black women refuse to settle. And what do I mean by settle? Well, everything you could think of. Black women don't want to take any shorts. But the funny part about this is any man that has to date them has to settle. Let's take Vivca Fox, for example. She's 60 years old, right? She's past her prime. So any man that wants to date her has to accept and settle for a woman that's older and a lot less attractive than she used to be. Because let me tell you something. Vivca Fox used to be very attractive. Extremely. And the pictures are on Google for you guys to search and see. What about Tia Mowry? Any man that dates Tia Mowry has to date a woman, and he has to settle for a woman that's divorced, and she's a single mom with 2 kids. And you're also settling for a woman that probably is hard to deal with because her husband, her ex-husband, Cory Hardict, was quite the winner. Now, I'm not the only one that this I'm not going to settle culture or this I'm entitled culture of women exists and it's gotten far out of control. In fact, I found a woman that agrees with everything I'm talking about, and she makes points of her own that I didn't make just yet. So I'm not going to interrupt her. I'm going to play her video, and I'm going to give you guys my final conclusion.
What do you feel is a decent amount to spend on the first date?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
What? You don't think it matters?
No.
The internet is going to come for you heavily for this.
I think these girls that feel like the date that they take you on defines the man that they chose, they're full of crap. It's absolute BS. I think that it's a woman that's looking for the bigger, better deal that has the audacity to say, I can't believe you want to bring me to the Cheesecake Factory. A lot of these dating scammers that literally go on a date every night just to be able to eat something, you're lucky you're eating tonight because you probably can't afford to do it yourself. These men don't give money, they give bags these days, and you can't eat that. So be grateful that you got some food. And be grateful that a man put in enough effort to take you somewhere. And that's the problem. I personally feel like that's the problem with today's day and age. Like, a lot of men are becoming lazy in dating. They're becoming lazy in the pursuit because there's no appreciation for what they do. And now women have these super high entitlement level thoughts that they deserve to be brought to freaking Bora Bora on their first date. And it's like, who are you to even ask for that? What value have you brought to that man? It's audacity. It's the audacity for me.
Audacity for me.
And on top of that, you should want to be friends with the person that you're choosing anyway. If I don't like you, I'm not going on a trip with you. I'm sorry, but Instagram photos on no. Homegirl, be grateful that that man put in some effort. And you know what? The more appreciation that you choose, the better treatment you'll get.
Bar.
That's what I think.
Bar.
I don't think the amount of money matters. I think that just do something that you like. If that man likes you, you like to go. Take me salsa dancing. It's free on Wednesday nights before 10 o'clock. And then it's $10 to get in. And I would love that. Buy me a bottle of water because it does get hot and I do sweat. You know, or let's go for a walk in the park. Or let's sit in a car and eat ice cream and talk about aliens. You know, like whatever it may be. But that's because are you out here just trying to go on nice dates? Or are you out here trying to get to know a person for partnership in life?
I wish I could just microphone drop.
I'm serious.
You went off. I'm just over here.
I'm just frustrated.
I know you saw how I was looking at you. I was just like, she's just going off.
I'm frustrated because women are ruining good men by acting like they deserve more than they do.
Damn.
A lot of these women out here really don't have nothing coming.
Damn. How do you... Okay. Well, Jesus Christ.
At least that was a straight answer.
Right.
We didn't dance around that one.
She took all the words out of my mouth. In fact, she said some words I didn't even think about, but she's correct. One, you guys equate the value to the man on the quality of date he takes you on. That is bullshit. Okay? That is bullshit. Honestly. Like this idea that if you're a valuable girl, you need to be taken to Ruth Chris. That's bullshit. I don't even eat meat, so I'm definitely not taking to no goddamn Ruth Chris or some steakhouse. Buck that. Not happening. Another thing she said about, dating and all this stuff is that you guys don't appreciate it. And if you did appreciate it, more men will be excited to do, and they'll do that for you. I could tell you this firsthand as a man. Me and men, we talk about this shit all the time in the barbershop, behind closed doors, amongst each other. We love to reciprocate and match the energy that a woman's giving us. If you give us bad energy, we're giving that back. We're giving it back. You know what I'm saying? We're giving that back. And the last thing she said that I want to address, and this is actually applies to me a lot. You women have ruined good men by being ungrateful and by being entitled and demanding. So many women have not appreciated the stuff that I've done for them. So guess what? A lot of you girls are getting bubble gum and hard dick. That's it. I'm sorry. That's all you're getting. I'm focused on YouTube. I'm focused on my grind. I'm focused on me. I'm not focused on y'all anymore. Okay? I'm sorry. But y'all made me this way. I tried being the nice guy, you get friend zone. I tried not being a complete playboy where I'm talking to one girl at a time, you get friend zone. Okay? You know the best women have ever treated me? I'm talking about the best. Literally the best women have ever treated me is when I don't give a fuck about them. I meet so many women, and they tell me all the time that they can't believe this guy that they were talking to didn't want anything serious with them. You know how many girls tell me that story? This girl recently told me that she made a guy wait for an entire year to have sex with him. An entire year. And right after they had sex, he ghosted her. You women reward bad behavior, yet you want less of it. If you don't want bad behavior from men, stop incentivizing it. You have incentivized me to not give a fuck about you. And there's no going back. You know, you guys want to be entitled and picky and demanding and not going to settle? Because I used to be like, yo, I'll settle for a girl. Like, she don't got to be the prettiest girl. She don't got to have the fattest ass. But now, nah, you got to be mad pretty. Your ass got to be mad fat. You got to know your daddy. You got to be cool with your daddy. Okay? You got to have a low body count or damn near be a virgin. Okay? You got to have friends and a life to yourself. Okay? You got to have style. Okay? Your breath can't stink. Okay? You can't be too short or too tall. Okay? And if I have anything about you I don't like, whether you cough a certain way, smile a certain way, laugh a certain way, or do some weird quirky shit that just is like a no for me, fuck that. You're out. You're done. You're ghosted. And you know what? I might try to pussy out just to see if you might have been worth something. And still be like, that's where we've gotten in this society. And I'm sad that it's gotten there. I'm sad. I truly am. Because you know what? I got tired of playing games with women. I got tired. I'm like, yo, you guys are rational. You're smart. You can figure this out. But what I've learned is no. You don't have, a lot of y'all don't have the emotional intelligence. And I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not, trust me. I'm an attractive guy. I'm just tell you the truth. Women have chased me my entire life. I'm not upset. I'm just not going to put the effort in anymore. That's it. My effort goes to my YouTube channel. My effort goes to my purpose, my vision, the things that I'm doing. But it's not going to go to women anymore. So this is not bitter. This is not upset. I'm going to just say, because I know people are going to say in the comments, and I don't really care what people say in the comments. Please engage with this. I want y'all to engage with this. And if y'all think I'm being bitter or blah, blah, or who hurt you, fine. But I'm just telling you, person to person, human to human, that this is just me doing what works. If being a nice guy does not work, I'm not going to do it. Y'all want to see me change women? It's simple. Incentivize me to be a nice guy. But from now on, since you guys want Shape the Playboy, y'all gonna get Shape the Playboy. So please, if you like this video, share with someone you think that might benefit from it. I had a lot of fun making this video. And check out some of my other videos. Subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to you soon.